Board leaders in Mombasa today clashed over claims that the county government was planning to buy a residential house for its governor at a cost of 300 million shillings. The storm was kicked off by Mombasa Senator Hassan Omar, who claimed that the project was wasteful. But the office of the governor and county officials have dismissed the claims, terming them baseless. John Juma reports from Mombasa.
So whoever was not invited is simply an observer. Please do not participate.
It was at this multi-sectoral caucus on finance organized by the office of Mombasa Senator Hassan Omar to review the Mombasa budgeting process, where the senator accused the county government of misplaced priorities, and he claims that plans are underway to purchase a palatial residence for Governor Ali Hassan Joho.
You see Mombasa county budget, 390 million purchase of residential. The only residential I know that is bought in a county, if I'm not wrong, is a governor's residence. Purchase of residential, 390 million. When I become governor next year, I don't need a 390 million house.
But in a quick rejoinder, the office of the governor and Mombasa County executive in charge of finance, Hazel Koitaba, dismissed the allegations as pure lies. The official pointed out that the amount being referred to was for the unpaid projects initiated by the county government. Currently, Joho does not have official residence.
There is a vote for residential, but it says creditors. In a budget, there's nothing we call, no vote called pending bills. That does not exist. But there is creditors. So if you look at that particular vote that was brought to our attention, it is actually a creditors vote, which means that the projects which we started last year, which include the construction of ECDs, the construction of hospitals, need to still be paid for. And that is the vote that will be used to pay for those projects.
The idea of pointing a finger at a time when we're talking about equity, when we're talking about the dignity of their lives is in itself misplaced. And we must also remember that if we're going to talk about equity, then all players must be around the table. You cannot speak about a process that involves key integral players and speak about them as though they are bystanders.
So you take the levies from Mama Mboga to finance your lavish spending and living. That's immorality. That's what we call benefiting from the blood and the sweat of the poor. So all commentators in the social justice sector know that this budget is not pro-poor. So you tax Mama Mboga so that you can finance these CCs to come and waste time here because they were told to come here and probably respond.
According to the county's control of budget, revenue collections have improved. He added that the main challenge, however, being the need to rationalize its 4,200-strong workforce. Mombasa is also likely to benefit from revenues collected from the port if the proposed report to share the revenues between the national government and county government sails through.
We expect Mombasa is it's an urban city, or it's a city. And therefore, we should see revenue commensurate. If you look at this graph, Mombasa should be somewhere here. Because you see, after Nairobi, we have Mombasa, and therefore, we should not see small counties like Narok or even Kiambu beating Mombasa.
It's unfair to compare us to counties like Turkana, who were not former cities, and therefore have a slimmer personnel emolument percentage in their budget.
The event was in respect to equity and social justice to commemorate the Equity Week before it took a political direction. John Juma, KTN News, Mombasa.